My dear fellow citizens of Meghalaya, I wish you all a very happy Republic Day. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to talk to you today and celebrate our Republic Day. It was on this day in 1950 when our Constitution came into effect. Admirably, our Constitution secures for all of us justice, liberty, equality and promotes fraternity, assuring dignity of individual and unity and integrity of the nation. Friends, these five laudable words, that is dignity of the individual, unity and integrity of the nation, are our survival mantras. Let us follow them in letter and spirit, and more importantly, let us bequeath it to our children as our sacred gift to them. Those of you, ladies and gentlemen, who like me have lived under the dictatorial laws of the British, which inflicted misery, insult, high-handedness, discrimination, arrest, detention, jail terms and corporal and capital punishment on us, the Indians, would certainly appreciate the human values assured in our Constitution. Today we are a sovereign republic. We are proud of having the best Constitution in the world. Compare it with our pre-Independence Day masters, the British, who were ruling us. In their country, they don't have even a single line by the way of a written Constitution. Today, the most important fact for the progress and development of our country is to remember our fundamental duties, which are enshrined in Part 4A, Article 51A of our Constitution. These fundamental duties impel us to reaffirm our commitment to build a better, more prosperous and inclusive nation for all. Now we are free. We have the rule of law, as also all the democratic rights. Let us resolve to preserve it. Let us come together to make our country Ek Bharat and Shresth Bharat. The importance of Republic Day for each and every citizen of our nation lies in remembering those who have given us this Constitution. Let us gratefully remember the chairman of the Constituent Assembly, Dr. Rajendra Prasad, who later became the first President of India, and Dr. Bhim Rao Ambedkar, the chairman of the drafting committee, who later became the first Law and Justice Minister of independent India. Let us also remember the members of the Constituent Assembly who enacted, adopted and gave us this Constitution. It is due to their great written vision in the form of this Constitution that we have been able to sustain our democracy in an exemplary way for 3/4 of a century. We got our Constitution subsequent to our independence, which came about on account of the selfless fights of our great leaders like Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose and the ultimate sacrifice of our great martyrs like Bhagat Singh, Rajguru and Sukhdev. Let us today pay homage to all of them. We also owe gratitude to the patriots of Meghalaya, U Tirot Singh, U Kian Nang Ba and Pa Tagon Na Sangma. On this occasion, I would like to express my gratitude to the members of armed forces, paramilitary forces and the Meghalaya police for their selfless service to ensure the unity and integrity of the nation. Ladies and gentlemen, our state Meghalaya, with a population of around 38 lakhs, is home to three major tribes, Garo, Khasi and Jaintia, and many smaller tribes, as also people of other ethnicities. We have been living in unity for ages. Let us today resolve to remain united and live together in peace and harmony. With great pride, enthusiasm and hope, on 21st January 2023, we have celebrated our 51st anniversary of statehood. Let us also remember the sacrifices of non-violent struggle of our great leaders and the citizens of the Hill State movement who got us statehood. Our state is known for natural heritage like living root bridges, beautiful waterfalls, limestone caves, unique sacred groves and mesmerizing natural beauty. Our rich cultural heritage is embodied in the practices of the tribal people, including dance and music. Their unique horticulture products like lakadong, turmeric and khasi mandarin oranges, and beautiful airy silk fabrics known as ahimsa silk. We have traditional institutions of governance at the community level. Local communities are very dedicated to conserve and improve the ecosystem in the state. This year, Government of Meghalaya has published its first Sustainable Development Goals budget report for overall progress of the state. Let us jointly promote and take it forward for a better Meghalaya. It is heartening that the overall law and order situation in the state has been peaceful. The state government has taken steps to move towards a permanent solution to long-standing border dispute between Meghalaya and Assam. A memorandum of understanding has already been signed between the two states in presence of the Honorable Union Home Minister for resolving 6 out of the 12 areas of disputes. In a historic development, the HNLC has expressed its willingness for unconditional talks within the framework of the Constitution of India. The talks have since started. In this regard, we are thankful to the Government of India for their support. My dear citizens, by way of good news on this occasion, it is heartening that for the first time this year, India has assumed the G20 presidency. G20 is the leading forum of 20 countries for deliberation and coordination of core economic and policy issues. It is a proud moment for every Indian that our country is now recognized as a global leader. India's theme for the G20 presidency is Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, one earth, one family, one future. This in itself is a reflection of the rich cultural and value system of our society. This year, as part of G20 presidency, India will host over 200 meetings in over 50 cities across 32 different work streams, which will give a good glimpse of India's rich cultural heritage and diversity to the G20 delegates and guests. They will, for sure, become our admirers and ambassadors. As part of G20 programs, Shillong will be hosting the Space 20 program on 17th and 18th April 2023. This program would be in continuation of Space Economy Leaders Meeting held by the national space agencies of G20 countries in 2020. It was initiated with the aim of eventually making space economy as a formal agenda of G20 summits. The objective of Space Economy Leaders Meeting of 2023 will be to discuss how the space partnership can contribute to the growth of the economy of G20 nations in line with India's G20 theme of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. Let me give you another good news today. On the initiative of the Government of India, the United Nations has declared 2023 as the International Year of Millets. Millets were among the first crops to be domestically cultivated in India. Millets are now being grown in more than 130 countries and considered traditional food for more than 500 million people across Asia and Africa. India's Department of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare aims to promote cultivation and consumption of millets at a larger scale. We also aim to export millets far and wide. Traditionally, our state of Meghalaya is grower of millets and during the International Year of Millets, this will certainly give impetus to our farmers' income. On this auspicious occasion, it deserves mention that we, the people of Meghalaya, with the rest of the country, in extension of our constitutional tenets, celebrated the Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. It was done in commemoration of the 75 years of our independence and the glorious history of our people, culture and achievement. Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav is based on 5 themes: freedom, ideas, resolve, action and achievement. The event is dedicated to the citizens of India who have not only been involved in bringing India this far in its revolutionary journey, but also hold within them the power and the potential to enable the vision of achieving Atmanirbhar Bharat. As part of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, in our Constitution Reach Out, we took pride in celebrating Har Ghar Tiranga campaign from 13th to 15th of August 2022. The campaign inspires all Indians to hoist the national flag at their home. The idea behind this initiative is to invoke the feeling of patriotism in the hearts of the people and promote pride for our national flag. The launch of Har Ghar Tiranga in our state was organized as a grand event at U Soso Tham Auditorium in Shillong. Department of Arts and Culture, in collaboration with Indian Council for Cultural Relations, organized this event and showcased our grand cultural extravaganza. Self-help groups from all districts of the state joined in making national flag to expand support to the campaign. Several other organizations also conducted different programs across the state on Har Ghar Tiranga. As part of the campaign, the members of the musical band of 67th Battalion of Central Reserve Police Force presented a rendition of patriotic songs at Wards Lake, Shillong. In the run of strengthening our constitutional democracy, the State Election Department has taken all steps to improve enrollment of voters under the tagline, "No voters should be left behind." Under the Systematic Voter Education and Enrollment Program, the 13th National Voters Day 2023, with the theme, "I vote for sure, there is nothing like voting," was successfully celebrated at the state and district levels on the 25th of January 2023 to ensure that all eligible voters exercise their franchise in a free and fair manner in the upcoming assembly elections. By the way of our constitutional festival, the Election Commission of India has announced the schedule of election to the Meghalaya Legislative Assembly. I urge my people, particularly the young eligible voters, to exercise their right of franchise freely and fairly and to maintain the best traditions of peace and harmony during the elections. Today, I would like to acknowledge the contribution of each and every citizen of our state for our collective achievements. I urge my dear people to work hard for the progress, welfare and development of our beloved state, Meghalaya. I hope and pray that we continue to achieve greater heights in making Meghalaya a better place for the posterity to live in. Ladies and gentlemen, I conclude with my sincere thanks to our forebears who gave us our constitution. This is also a day to show our gratitude to the Indian Army, paramilitary forces and the police forces who ensure peace in our country. I once again wish all of you a very happy Republic Day. Thank you. Khublai Mithela. Jai Meghalaya, Jai Hind.